Hello there. No, over here. Today, I'd like to talk to you about the 8 parts of traditional grammar. Do you know what that is? Good. Now I know I'm not wasting my time. First off, we have the verb. A verb is a word that's used for an action, occurrence, or state of being. Some examples would be, go west, young man. Never run with scissors. Don't drink cheap scotch before class. Next, we move on to the noun. A noun are words that represent people, places, and events, such as London is across the ocean. Polar bears are white. Oktoberfest is a good time to drink. Got that? Good. Now we move on to pronouns. What's the difference between a noun and a pronoun, you might ask? Well, I'm glad you did. A pronoun replaces a noun with another word to describe the same word later in the sentence. For example, Egypt is really hot, since it's in the middle of a desert. When the psychic told my future, she said I'd be bald when I was 21. Sally is so short, most jokes go over her head. Moving on, we come to adjectives. They are used with nouns and pronouns to give more information. The hungry beaver chewed the wood. I live in a tiny house. My friend has a huge nose. Now, when you add ly to the end of an adjective, you create an adverb, like the witch laughed wickedly. The statue was beautifully handcrafted. Studying for my test greatly improved my mark. Here, we move on to something a little more confusing. Are you ready? Well, that's too bad. The preposition is used to indicate the relation between things in a sentence. Following me? Let's try some examples then. The dog chewed on the bone. The word on is the preposition. We're going to Cincinnati. To is the preposition, right? I sat with Cindy and Barbara. Can you guess the word? Right, with. Understand it now? Not that it matters. You'll forget it in a few minutes anyways. Alright, next we have the conjunction. You've heard the song conjunction junction, right? Good, so you know what it is then. Of course not. Well, a conjunction is used to link to words such as Jane and I ran up the hill. Big mistake. Neither Mike nor Nancy could find Tom's finger. Clayton can't be bribed, but he can be distracted. Get it? Got it? Good. Now lastly, we come to the interjection. This one is usually just for emotional expression, but can also fill pauses. Hey, you know when that next bus comes? And that's when I took that bat to the head. Well, that's just hunky-dory, isn't it? So now you know the 8 parts of speech. Do you feel a little more enlightened and ready to take on the world? Good. Now get out of here. You're bothering me.